Okay, Warrior. Arcane Intellect is great, the other two are too slow. Archmage is great. We'd love to have coin with it, but what can you do? Hopefully we'll get Toshli before it. And this is one of the matchups where I'm interested to see if Toshli is better than Sylvanas. Okay, alright, we got the Toshli, so I mean this hand is shaping up. Probably just duplicate the Belcher is fine. Duplicating Toshli is a little risky because all the parts you mill yourself. Just put the duplicate on. 8. We'll go up to 8 cards, we'll play this, we'll go down to 7, we'll draw 1 the following turn. We'll be at 10 cards if we duplicate Belcher, we should be fine. This is more annoying because now he gets a really efficient trade in to the Belcher, but we have no real way of stopping it. We just hope to get a bunch of value off our Antonitis with the Toshli parts. Yeah, we're forced just to give him the Belcher for almost free. Even better if he can somehow kill the first half and then run this into the thing. He might overdraw though at that point. He's not going to overdraw, but Shield Slam down I guess is good. We'll just keep slamming Belchers. We can't really Toshli here because we'll overdraw. This is how Warriors beat you though, is they just run you over with these really aggressive starts and then they just curve into Grom. You can't set up, you don't have enough time. He's got like all the cards he wants now thanks to the 3 draws off the Acolyte, so it's going to be really hard to stabilize. Shield Slam number 2. If he uses the remaining 5 mana to set up like a Belcher or a Shield main, we're going to be in trouble. Okay, that's better than a creature. So we're beginning to stabilize, I guess you could say. Forced to ping that. So Molten Giants are going to help us stabilize. We probably duplicate them and Sun Fury them. We just leave ourselves open to Brawl, but we can't really afford to play around Brawl, I don't think, this game. Plus, not all Warriors run Brawl anymore. But we're just too far behind. If we don't start aggressively populating the board, he's just going to run us over with Grom. Which he probably has at this... Alright, so he's got 1 more Execute and probably some big game hunters. He has everything because he got the 3 Acolyte draws. We just play the Giant. We could Fireball ping Scientist. He uses 2 cards, which is nice. We don't need the Fireball because we're going to make as many as we want later. And we want our Giant to be a little cheaper before we play him. Or we want Duplicate to be active first anyways. So if we get Ice Block, we could just Giant Scientist most likely. It's probably going to hit us. So we'll probably have a 7 mana Molten Giant. I guess we're forced to shoot that. Hopefully that hits face so we get a free Molten Giant. Okay, not the worst. Duplicate, there's Ice Blocks, and now our second Scientist doesn't do anything. Pretty much forced to sheep that. Which means we spend our remaining mana on just Ice Block, I guess. We don't really want our Scientist to get duplicated, it's too risky. So, Alex draws a duplicate, not bad, but a little too expensive to keep casting, especially when he's going to be throwing out really aggressive turns here every turn. I think we need the Molten Giant taunts. We should be able to Arcane Intellect, because should we get the Molten Giant duplicated, we should be able to throw him down, because our health will be super low. Flame Strike is fine, though. I'm gonna Flame Strike, yeah. If we had a good play with Frost Nova, we would take it, but we don't. So we could do an Antonidas Frost Nova next turn. He's out of Shield Slam, so he only has Execute, so he has to proc Execute on this. He could Gore Howl it, or he could Cruel. Probably gonna see a huge threat here. He already played... Okay, so no Rag, awesome. He already played Rag. Deathbite is fine. So now he can easily execute whatever I throw down, but that's okay. See, I'm not dying to get my Alexstrasza duplicated, but the only other option is to Molten Giant and do nothing. I could taunt it, but I really want to save the taunt. I could Alex myself so he can't pop our block this turn, if he doesn't have a Cruel. I could do something like Molten Taunt and then throw down the heal bot. To proc the Execute, he would either have to Cruel one of the weak minions, or he would just take off his weapon and get the Whirlwind. But then he wouldn't get through the Molten. I could do something like Doomsayer to set up for an Alex, but... I think I need these duplicated to win. But I don't want to taunt it this turn, but I think I have to. Because I want to not let him proc the block. So I'm going to taunt it. I could taunt Toshli with it. Probably overdraw, but it seems a little bit better than Healbot. Yeah, I'll just taunt both. Molten Giants aren't that great anymore because I had to use the Sun Fury here. So as long as I got two big taunts, I'm happy. So say if I duplicated the Molten Giant, I wouldn't be able to taunt it anyways. Which will be fine, but I won't be able to... Does that work? I'll have trouble stabilizing. Alright, so maybe he had some crazy play with like double execute with the Grom. And he just messed up with the coin, or he's just BMing. Still don't know why he coined. Maybe he has Sylvanas in hand. So we're overdraw 1, but that's okay. Hopefully he hits our face so we could like Alex and Molten Giant this turn. But with Brawl down, we'll probably just play both Moltens. Unless there's an easy way for it to guarantee our block not getting popped, but I think we'll just Alex after he pops our block. So it looks like... Oh, we could just heal bot. We don't have any secrets left, so the Scientist doesn't really do anything. But heal bot's great here. Does anybody need extra HP? I don't think so. Let's save it for Antonidas. I still think he has Sylvanas, the way he wasted that coin. And so one more execute, we should see it here if he has it. I have a lot of options here. It's Antonidas Nova or Antonidas like Freeze, Big Game Hunter. They're all pretty good, but this one has to... Antonidas Frost Nova has to be the best. It gives us like the most time to work with. And do we have a potential lethal next turn? Let's see, we have a 12, 13, 14, 15, plus 16, 31, plus 5, 36. So actually we're 1 damage off lethal if he armors up. He could also get armor from this. Let me just recount that. 10, or 16, 17, 18, 23, plus 12 is 35, plus ping is 36. So if he doesn't armor up, we can kill him. Oh, not anymore. Oh, we could just do this. Yeah, anytime you get 2 giants on the field, you just Alex them. So that's pretty close. It's super hard when they just get super aggressive like that in the beginning. with the Cruel Taskmaster on the Acolyte, and they draw 3. That means they have all the answers. You could see he just kept doing like 1-mana removals. But he'd spend a turn, he'd like shield block. Like if he had like a Belcher Shield Slam, and then he did like Shield Maiden Shield Slam, then he would have really run me over, and then I wouldn't have been able to do anything. I think Toshli... I'm trying to think if Toshli was better than Sylvanas there. I think it was about the same. Actually, I think Toshli was better because he couldn't Death Spite and kill it, and then it made his Brawl worse. So I guess Toshli was better than Sylvanas there.